So today I'm going to show you how to start your Foley workshop. You're going to first go into File. I've already preloaded or airdropped the files that you're working with on your computers. You're going to go into Import Media, and you're going to find the Foley Workshop MP4. Once you found it, you're going to double click or click Import. Click on it and click Import, and it's automatically going to show up in your media file. So once we have it in the media file, you're going to drag and drop it into your timeline or into your storyboard area. So once we have the actual video in the timeline, I want you to go ahead and get rid of all of my information and split that clip right where the video of Wally starts, which is right here. So we're going to go ahead, and this marker is going to be where we split it. I've got the clip that I'm going to split highlighted, so now I'm going to use 2 fingers and click. If you're on a mouse, you're just going to click as well. If you're on a trackpad, 2 fingers, and you're going to click Split Selected at Playhead. Now, because the only thing I have in my track area is this one video, you can also hit Split All at Playhead, but just to get into the practice of selecting individual tracks, you might want to go ahead and split selected. Once that's done, you're going to highlight this and Command X, which is cut. We're going to get rid of that, or I can go up and I can hit undo. I can click on it and just delete it there. So once that's gone, you are going to use the annotations feature up in the left hand corner right here, and you're going to come down and you're going to click on the text bubble or the call out. You can use any of these options to create a title slide for your video. I'm going to drag and drop this where I want it. I'm going to click on this, and I'm going to change the double click to change the text, and I'm going to put in Fox Foley Workshop. You don't have to name it that. You can just name it Foley Workshop or 3rd period, 4th period, whatever class you're in. You're going to get it to the size you want it. Drag it around the screen. You can go over here and click on the gear for more settings. You can change the color and customize it however you want just by clicking around. I'm going to stay with white. I like mine pretty simple. You can change the size here, or you can use the toggle button on the right to change the size as well. So once I have that like I want it, I'm going to have it start from the beginning by dragging. You can change the time frame it takes up by dragging. Oops. I'm going to drag it out to about, let's just say 8 seconds for now, just because yours should be like 4 or 5. You don't want an elongated intro. The next thing you're going to do is I want to know who's in your group. I'm going to use this lovely little block. I'm going to drag this in, and I am a party of 1. So I'm going to type group members, Miss Fox, maybe I'm working with Darth Vader, and let's say Harry Potter. I've got some cool cats in my group. Now I'm going to maximize this box, and I'm going to center it in the center of the screen. I'm going to go into my transitions, and just to give it a more polished look, I'm going to add a fade in and a fade out on the beginning, and this is what it's going to look like. Fades in. Now remember, don't play 8 minutes. For some reason my Camtasia is being a little funky today. It's going to fade out, and then this is going to appear suddenly, and now I'm going to drag this video footage over here. Oops, didn't want to do that. I'm going to undo. To make that faster, I can just hit Command Z until I get it where I want it. So I'm going to drag this footage and make them meet so it goes straight into the video. So your video might not take up the entire screen. If it does not do that, you can adjust the size of it by doing this, or again, if you click on the gear button, your options are going to come up on the right hand side, so you can actually scale it with the toggle buttons as well. I am going to move it up to the top. So Now the next thing you're going to do is, as it plays, you're going to want to add in sounds. So as I'm watching the video, I know that when he moves, those gears are going to make sounds. So in order to layer in a sound effect, you can either do this on your iPads, save it to your Google Drive, and then import. If you go up to the top here, you can import media from Google Drive. This includes your process videos. So as you create these Foley sound effects, these extra sound effects, and you layer them into your video, I would also like to see some process videos created that you can put underneath in the black area right here. So as you import, let me give you an example. If I import media, I'm just going to import a random video from my desktop. Here we go. This is a voice thread that some 7th grade students made. I'm going to drag and drop this on top of the area I want it, and now I'm going to resize it. So when I resize the video, I can set it here, and if I hit play, you can see it's playing at the same time. I also have this random arrow here. So to add an arrow, I'm going to go back to annotations. I'm going to click on arrows, and then I just drag and drop an arrow in, and I can move this wherever I want it. So I've got this one here. Now let's say this process video is me creating a sound effect for his treads. I might want to point to the actual treads to identify the noise and which video that would go with. Now I can layer in as much media as I want. So let's say this is another file and I want to layer it right on top. I'm going to minimize that or make the frame smaller and put this one right beside it. This could be maybe here's the roach runs down. Now I can also change the time frame my arrow stays. So I might only want the arrow to be there as long as the tracks are there. I'm going to move this one here because this arrow is going to have a box. So the tracks are there. When the tracks go away, I might want this to the arrow to disappear. So now we have the little roach running down, and let's say I need another arrow. I can copy and I can paste it using my shortcut keys. I can move this here. To layer, it's showing up underneath the video. If I want it on top of the video, I just need to move it up in my track and put it on top right here. I don't know why it went way up there, but here we go. So as you create your sound effects, you're going to be layering in the actual videos that you created when you made the sound effects. You can also detach the audio from the video portion by clicking. It would give you options if that video had sound. It does not. You can go up to edit, and there's the separate audio video option. So if that video indeed had audio, it not only could you keep both, but you can separate them. It would also have sound waves. You could actually see the crests and the tips and the peaks of the waves of the sound, and that is one of the way I balance my audio. Not only do I do it by ear, but I also do it by eyeballing it. So these are the various options. This is what I expect you guys to do for your video, and I expect you to do it for at least 30 seconds. You need to do 30 seconds of this film. You can do any 30 seconds that you'd like. You can trim. So let's say if you wanted to start here, you just select the video and drag it over to get rid of the other pieces, and your film could start there. As long as you have a good 30 seconds of Foley sound design, and you can use any items in the classroom and bring in additional items from home. So good luck on your sound design workshops. At the end of the week, we're going to compare and contrast each other's videos, the processes that we used, and the items that we used to create these sounds. And the purpose of this is to show you that sound design is an art, and there is no wrong way to do it. It can be done differently depending on the person who is creating the sounds for any given movie or video.